I do want to talk about other groups that have blamed Israel for the attack, including Harvard student groups, I believe over 50 of them. What do you think of that response? And also, Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib did say this in a statement, quote, "As long as our country provides billions in unconditional funding to support the apartheid government, this heartbreaking cycle of violence will continue." What do you think of groups from Harvard, members of Congress, saying this type of rhetoric?
Uh, there are a few members of Congress, of which the Congresswoman you cited is one, whose ongoing daily uh, demonization of Israel is so far beyond the pale that it has been long known that they do not hold opinions that should be accepted uh, in American political society. They are outside of what should be acceptable. The fact that those are said by a member of Congress is despicable. Her own colleagues, her own Democratic colleagues, including Congressman Richie Torres from New York, have said that exact thing. I'm not speaking. I'm not saying something that her own Democratic colleagues in Congress aren't saying. It's despicable. It's out of the mainstream. Former president of Harvard, Larry Summers, said the same thing about what happened at Harvard. Unfortunately, college campuses have experienced these types of things. Harvard's is a place where we have seen that before. It's just despicable. The most important thing to say is it does not represent the majority of American views or mainstream American views in any way, shape, or form. We're not unfortunately ever going to be able to stop the extremes, the radical extremes, from saying outrageous things. But we can make sure that the broad mainstream of American society, who understand clearly when they see this kind of massacre, this kind of attack, understand exactly what's going on and understand exactly who's at fault.
I do want to talk about the flip side. Right now, I am sitting in Cleveland. We are at the Under 30 Summit, and we are surrounded by thousands of young entrepreneurs, young movers and shakers from all around the world. And after this attack did unfold, they've been saying, how can we help during this unprecedented crisis? How can we help Israel and the Israeli people? What do you say to them?
Well, first of all, it's great to hear about an under 30 summit of young entrepreneurs in my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, where I still have many, many dear friends and family and unbelievably warm memories and feelings. So thanks for telling me that. And the answer to them is that we need their activism in their communities. There are solidarity rallies happening in every community. I think at last count, we're over 100 now that have either been held or are scheduled. They should attend. They should reach out to others, other business leaders, other entrepreneurs, other the whatever religious or ethnic groups they're part of. They need to urge people to get involved and to speak up, because that's really the most important thing. We need the broad-based support of the community. This is really, truly not just a Jewish communal issue. Of course, we feel it personally because of the harm and the deaths and our closeness to those who were affected. But Israel is our strong and democratic ally of the United States. We share our values, and these attacks are no different than the people who attacked the United States in 9/11 and attacked the ISIS type of attacks. This is our fight too, and we need to make sure that our communities know that. And I hope these young leaders will show that they're not afraid to say those things.